Alright guys, so let's begin this restorative yoga practice today on our kneeling position. And if this position doesn't feel good, you can sit any other way. So let's begin by closing our eyes and take your both hands up front of your heart. Look inside your heart and find the love and kindness within. And let's expand this love and kindness through our body, through our mat, through our practice, through our lives. Take a deep breath, inhalation through the nose and exhalation through the nose as well. Let's set a commitment to practice with no judgment and no expectations. Just enjoy the flow and do your best. With that, let's open our eyes and reach all the way up, guys, all the way up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And on exhalation, gently take your one hand on the side and open up through the lateral stretch. It doesn't have to be a super crazy deep, just make it feel good. And let's go ahead, take it to the other side, all the way, bend your elbow, that extended arm right above your head. Very good. Let's do it, guys, one more time. Inhalation and exhalation, 45 degrees behind, bend your elbow, express through the heart. Do not hurry up, we have all time in the world to make these good stretches. Let's take it to the other side. In through the nose, out through that nose. Very good. Come on back, guys, to the center. Reach arms all the way up and connect through the fingertips. Maybe even interlace those fingers and reach up and open all the way. Keep on breathing, keep on reaching. And then slowly start to come up over your feet, reach a little bit higher. In through the nose and out through the nose. Take your hands up front of your forehead, scoop the belly in and straighten even more through the back. Entire spine is open and feeling good. And one more breath up here. Slowly come on back down, undo those hands, and let's take those hands behind. We continue to open chest, back, arms, and shoulders. So reach those hands behind, guys. If this is a little bit too much that interlace, you can always undo those hands. Reach up and express to your heart one more time. And maybe your hands, guys, going all the way till the floor. Relax your head and let your neck to be completely soft up here. And let's slowly return back and gently fold forward. Again, if you have to change position of your legs, of your knees getting tired, definitely do it. Just sit a regular crisscross legs variation. And let's gently come on back up. Again, if you have to undo your hands right now, you can do that. Let's take our feet a little bit wider for more stability. And a gentle back bend. Doesn't have to be deep. Let's slowly take it back and bring yourself back on the floor. Undo those hands and let's give those shoulders a quality rotation any direction, because we will change it. We do a few on this one and then we will reverse it to the other direction. So whatever you pick first, it doesn't matter. All right, and just a couple more. Let's make those shoulders feel good. Let's go ahead and reach up and take your one hand behind your back and take your another and gently press and add a little gentle side bend to that as well. Very good. Good shoulders and back straighten. Do it from the other side. Take the hand behind and gently press right on top on that elbow. Not on the elbow itself, but right on top. Very good. All right. It's time for us to make our way to our kneeling position from here. So tabletop, guys, raised elbow, shoulder, one on top another, knees stem underneath the hips, and just make your body feel good in that cat and cow. In through the nose and out through that nose. Make this flow yours. You can flow slower or faster than I move. Make your body feel good. Flow with awareness. Feel each and every inch of your body, each and every cell participating in that flow. Cat and cow. Let's do just one or two more, depend how fast or slow you move in. And then we're gonna stop right in the center, in the neutral spine, and just reach one arm forward. In through the nose, out through that nose, and gently open it up towards the ceiling. That's it. And maybe you can sit all the way back and even take that hand behind your spine. Set your ear on the floor and make your body again feel good. Take a breath or two, calming down. And let's slowly take it back. We do the same on the other side. We worked so hard entire week, so our body needs a good quality restorative yoga practice today. Reach, 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 and maybe you can take it up and over towards the ceiling. Big openings through the heart, guys, through the rib cage. And if it feels right, go ahead and continue to bring your hips back on the floor, towards the feet. Set your ear on the ground or on your arm and draw the other arm behind your back. Take just a few nurturing inhalations and exhalations here. Do not stress. We will have a joyful, very healing practice today. All right, so let's continue here with the gentle hip rolls all the way, just a circle. So begin with the hips, and then as it goes a little bit more, loosen up, add a little bit more range of motion, add your elbows, add your shoulders, and then maybe even close your eyes and just enjoy the flow. Let the neck flow together, the head, the upper body, the hips, everything feels so good. And then reverse this circle all the way to the other direction. If your knees, guys, sensitive, you can always place extra towels or blankets or pillows or special kneeling yoga pads. And let's do just a couple more on this side. Don't be afraid to close your eyes. It's much easier to reconnect, to pay attention what's going on inside without external distractions. And guys, stop right here. We're going to start little rocking movements. So we rock back to the feet. We rock forward, maybe not all the way to the up dog here. It can be really sensitive if you're not used to work on your wrist. So you can also put your elbows, guys, on the floor or continue with me. So just take your time. You don't have to move as quick as I do. Try not to drop the hips as well. When you bring in your body weight forward, we stop right here, so not too much arching in the back. And just one or two more, depend how fast you're moving. We're going to start to expand it a little bit wider. So go ahead and open up to your Cobra Dog or full Sphinx. Be very mindful if that is not in your practice yet. Just move slower and observe more what's happening in your back. Vertebra by vertebra, we're opening our back. Let's do one more, guys. And we're going to stay right up here. Now, your Cobra or up dog, when your wrist completely underneath your shoulders, not for everyone. So if that's really hurting your wrist, and more than anything, if you stay in there, you can't really take your shoulders down and open your chest and neck and feel free, definitely go on your elbows today. So let's take the shoulders up, back and down, and give it a good opening. Look up towards the ceiling. And let's slowly look above one shoulder, just a gentle gaze, just a gentle gaze. And slowly above another shoulder, just a gentle gaze. That's it. Come on back to the center and bring your belly, guys, a little bit lower. Take your hands wider and come on back up again. Just a very mysterious flow of Cobra Make it yours, guys. Follow your own breath rhythm. Stay extra longer time on one side if you have to. Gently looking underneath, opening the shoulders. That's it. That feels so good. All right, let's do one more on each side. Perfect. Come on back to the center, and we're going to take our left elbow underneath the left shoulder and take the right knee outside, guys. So knee kind of related with a 90-degree angle to your hip and your ankle to your knee. So it's not too much in, it's 90 and 90. Then take your other right arm up front, and we're just going to spend a few extra breaths before moving deeper. Try to lift your hips and bring your belly a little bit more flatter towards the floor. Bring your forehead on your arms and just rest. Let your hips, let your back, let your shoulders to feel really, really good. This is the half supported frogger. Very healing for the hips, not a very challenging asana. However, if you're not used to the hip openers at all, that can feel pretty intense as well. Alright, let's come up back. We're still holding this right leg outside. We're going to reach behind, guys, and maybe, just maybe, this could be not for everyone, you can reach your ankle. That's going to enhance that hip opener in that half frogger even more. So make sure you can reach or use your straps and look up. Just open up and express. Express through the ribcage, through the heart, feeling good. If that's really stressing your back, guys, then just let that leg go. Alright, come on back and we will switch. We're going to take our right elbow underneath the right shoulder, and we will take the left knee, guys, outside the other side. What you're doing, ankle behind the knee, knee resembling the hip. So take your arms on the floor, bring your forehead on those arms. We spent just a few extra inhalations, exhalations here before we will do our best to pick up on the opposite ankle. Let your hips melt, your toes, your ankles, your shoulders, your back, guys, everything is relaxed. There is no need to stress. We're not doing any challenging asanas today. Very slow, very healing, very nurturing for the body. And if you can do something, that's also okay, because we are in a process, we are in a practice. So go ahead and catch up on that opposite ankle if you can, and slowly express a little bit more towards the sky, towards the ceiling, wide rib cage. We keep on breathing. Inhalation, exhalation, nice and soft. And let's slowly let go of the leg, bring it back, take your hands and frame your heart, reach your body, upper body up and open, and maybe if you don't have to go through the tabletop, you can make your gentle transition to recover our back after those little prone back bends right here in the downward facing dog. My beginners, please bend your knees anytime you have to. Remember, you can practice your downward facing dogs with bent knees as long as you need. Weeks, months, and it will improve actually pretty fast. So let's start to bend one knee at a time before we will find the form of the downward facing dog and hold it a little bit longer. Just a breath or two. Very nice. And let's slowly take and bend our right knee. Grab the head. If you bend your right knee, we will try to take the right hand outside. If it's too much, just keep it where it is. And if you want to go a little bit farther, we're gonna give a gentle hug to our right leg. Just wrap your right arm around. Remember not to shift too much body weight to your extended arm up front. Let's switch. We're gonna give that arm some rest. Bend your other knee, your left knee. Drop the head, relax your neck. See if you can set your left hand outside and continue to shift the weight back away from the shoulders. Or maybe you will decide to join me and give your left leg a gentle hug. Breathe actively. And let's slowly return back to our kneeling position, just up here, up and down. It's time for us to move to the lunges. We do a couple flows into the lunge position, and then I will take you on your back. Let's reach the leg up all the way and step slowly to your low lunge. Low lunge can be very intense if you're not practicing it a lot, and especially after the busy, strong week, what we did. So front knee, guys, above the front ankle. If you really have to support yourself, I would rather you to support yourself on the blocks. But if you do not have the blocks, then it's gonna be the floor. So if it's very easy for you, then square the hips. Try not to come up. You have to let the gravity take the charge and allow your upper body weight, guys, melt through the lower body. Close your eyes and just give it a couple shoulders. And it's a completely optional. We're going to take the left arm opposite to the front leg and bind behind. And again, if you are a beginner and you need your hands on your mat for support, don't worry about this bind. And take a breath or two. And let's slowly undo the arms, guys, and transfer your weight back. When we're transferring it back, we try to set this hip directly above the knee. Lift your toes. I know sometimes knee wants to come up and get bent. That's why I encourage you guys to start use your blocks on your practice. You could have put the blocks on the floor and then continue to melt forward. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep, nurturing inhalation. On exhalation, let the tension go. Body doesn't need any tension. Tension and stress invites just more stress and tension. We expand what we're focusing on, so I want you to find the place where you can feel good. Maybe not completely relaxing yet, but you really can feel good and just rest for at least a few seconds, few extra breaths. All right, we will continue to sit back. This would be a good opportunity for you to use the block underneath the sit bone. And if you will, sit just up here. This is completely fine. And if you follow me, we're going a little bit deeper. So this is your hamstring, Achilles, legs, and back. We're folding forward, just like we normally do in a seated forward fold through the hip flexor, right? Doesn't have to be deep at all. Take your time. Very good. And let's start to return back. We'll return back to your low lunge first, and we will finalize this quick flow for this side with a lizard pose. So take your hands on the side of that front foot. Maybe some of you can put your forehead on the ground, and if not, block would be very, very good here. You can put your hands on your forehead on your block. So all we're gonna do right now is to stay here for the few extra breathing cycles. Inhalation, quiet down the mind. Mind is always chattering, always chattering. We just acknowledge it and continue to focus within. Let's slowly return back, and let's take ourselves back to the kneeling position. Oh, that side feels so open and straight right now. So give your body a couple side hip rolls all the way. Let's do one more on each side. And we repeat this quick hip flow for the other side as well. So let's reach that leg up, the left one. Just do the opposite from what you did. My legs are so sore after this week. So let's take the front knee above the front ankle. Make sure, guys, you do square the hips, right? So you don't fold that knee in. Use the floor, use the blocks. Let's take our chest, heart right above. Take a breath or two. So choose to hold your hands on the ground or the blocks. You can also put them up front of the heart, or you can join me. Take the right arm opposite to the front leg and bind behind. Please, guys, use your straps if you do reach the fingertips, but that makes you really fold forward and you can't breathe almost. Please, guys, use your straps or towels. Make your body feel good. All right, we're gonna take a few breaths up here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Let the gravity take charge. Do not resist. And slowly undo those arms and shift your body weight all the way back. Let's reach the toes off the ground. Check your position, hip above the knee. Square the shoulders and just fold forward. That's all we have to do. If you're using the blocks, those are really helpful. If you don't have a really open hips and flexible hamstrings yet and flexible quadricep, we're working on it. So I need you guys to use your tools, please. All the way, inhalation, exhalation, belly goes straight down towards that front part of your leg, guys. And give me just another breath or two. And slowly start to descend all the way sitting. So if you would use your block, you would put it underneath the left sit bones so you can sit nice and leveled. If you don't need anything, you can continue to sit up front with the hands or start to follow me for your forward fold up here. Soft movements, ocean-like, like a wave. Comes up on top of that leg and hug your leg right on top. Inhalation, exhalation, gentle breath. And let's take one or two more. Take your time. Anytime you need to come out of the asana earlier, please do it. We're returning back to our low lunge, and from this low lunge we will finalize flow on this side with a lizard pose as well. So hands on the floor, simple, just like this, on the blocks. Maybe you can reach, guys, your elbows on the ground today, and maybe even your forehead today can go a little bit deeper. Take your time. Soft, long inhalation, driving your breath through your chest towards your belly, expanding your belly, and letting everything go. Anything what doesn't serve us. All it does is holding up the precious space for transformation and healing. Come on back up. And we will take this knee back to the kneeling position. Let's do another downward facing dog. Quick stretch right up here. So just draw your one hand towards the opposite ankle or thigh. If you're very beginners, definitely, guys, put your knees on the floor. And let's switch. It's important when you do that 3-point dog, shift a lot of weight back towards the hips. Relaxing your neck. And let's make a gentle transition to the seated position. So crisscross, guys, your ankles and just make your way back. All right. We will begin here in seated position from the seated forward fold. Paschimottanasana, very healing. If you have back injuries, you have an option to bend your knees and just practice it this way. However, if you do not have back injuries and you just don't feel flexible enough, hold your hands where you can, or even use a strap or towel. Make sure you do not round your back and hover your shoulders over. That forward fold comes from the center of your body, from the hip flexor. We will spend here just a few breaths. Inhalation, exhalation. Very good. Good job, guys. So let's lift our right leg and bend your knee. Imagine that there is a wall behind your back, so you can't really round your spine. We're going to reach up first, up and tall, with beautiful extended back, and then if it's getting there, we will extend the leg. If it doesn't go there yet, that's okay as well. We just practiced in that process. Let's slowly grab this leg, maybe your knees bent all the way, and open it up. Feels so good if you hear some cracking, but it doesn't hurt you. That's just an air bubbles. Let's slowly take this ankle toward the half hero pose. If half hero pose, half virasana is not for you, just bring, guys, your foot all the way inside of here. Once you're there, pull your glutes out. Make sure you guys sit leveled. We will take the right hand, the same side hand that your foot is on the floor, up and over. All right, guys, so it feels so good to keep opening up that rib cage. And let's slowly return back all the way and reach forward, guys. And if you cannot fold forward with your half virasana, this is totally fine. Just continue to sit up straight and tall, or even come out of the asana. Very good. So let's do this one on the other side as well. Let's go ahead and extend the legs first and level our body on our mat. Bend your knee and just gently press the quadricep towards your belly and lengthen it up, guys, through that spine. Just lengthen it up through that spine, and if it feels right, go ahead and extend your leg a little bit higher, guys. A little bit higher. Very good. Inhalation through the nose, exhalation through the nose, feeling happy, content. Life is too short not to like it, right? And if that's available, go ahead and switch your hands and take your leg all the way outside towards the left. Continue to lift that heart up and open, and we just give it a few extra breaths before we will descend to our half hero pose, half virasana from the other side. And let's slowly bring it back. If half virasana is not for you, as I told you, you can take that ankle up front to the half seated position. So stay right here or join me for the little extra chest opening up here, up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath, inhalation through the nose, expand the belly. Belly breathing is very nurturing, very healing, provides a lot of oxygen to the body, very cleansing as well. And let's slowly return back for the forward fold, or continue to sit up here with the hands up front of the heart. Very nice. Take a few extra breaths up here, and then we will slowly, gently make a transition to our final asana. We're practicing today halasana, and we finalize it with a little cat-tail pose. So go ahead and lay down on your back. If you are a beginner, then keep, guys, your feet up towards the ceiling. You don't have to go all the way to the plow pose at all. And if you're joining me, just always make sure that there is no weight on your neck. All the weight is distributed in between your shoulders and your shoulder blades. Close your eyes and just enjoy. Just enjoy being here, being right now, being alive. ability to walk, ability to think, ability to see. We have to be so grateful. So let's come out of the asana and bend your knees and gently bring your knees, guys, on one side. Take a deep breath. And then slowly take your knees to the other side. A lot of space in that back, in those hips. The body feels open, feels flexible, feels alive. That's what is matter. And then slowly, guys, before we will complete this practice, let's make our soft transition through the center or through the side back to the sitting position with your both hands up front of the heart as a true sign of the gratitude again for everything we have in this life. Take a deep breath, look inside that heart and find a lot of love, a lot of kindness, a lot of energy to give back to others, because we grow, we expand and we heal through giving back to others. So smile with your heart and flow through the rest of this beautiful, precious and unique day with unshakable love and peace inside. Namaste, everybody. Very good job, guys. I'm so proud of you as always. It was a challenging week, so we finally restored and recover. So guys, recover well and don't miss your Monday session. I will see you all tomorrow.